Welcome to the Easy TV series of tutorials, created to help you get the most out of your PhD interactive website. This tutorial explains how to personalize your website by incorporating your choice of image into the design framework and setting a consistent color scheme to go with it. We'll do this in two steps using two different sections of the administration area: the design customizer to put your image into the design, and then the color scheme editor to make a color scheme to go with the image. Here's the example website we're starting with. It's for a physiotherapist who practices in the St Paul's area of London. The therapist currently uses one of our bronze designs built on the Social ColorMax design platform, which includes social media features and a useful sidebar, which, as you can see here, has been used to promote a gift voucher offering. The color scheme and the feature image of the lady with outstretched hands is perfectly fine, but wouldn't it be nice to make the design more personal? Perhaps reinforce the fact that this therapist is in the St Paul's area with an iconic image of St Paul's Cathedral. Let's say we also have a nice image of the treatment rooms, and we'd like to use that to good effect too. Now, the image I have for the treatment rooms is rather wide, so it wouldn't look good shrunk down in the side. So I've decided to source a nice image of the St Paul's dome for the sidebar, and then we'll use the design customizer to build it in. A good option for an image source here is Unsplash, as they provide free images you can use on your website perfectly legally. So let's just go to Unsplash, and we'll look for St Paul's, and I'll put, it's the image with the dome I'm looking for, so let's search for that. Ah yes, this looks good. Note I've chosen a tall image, as a wide image won't work very well in the sidebar of the website. Now I will click Download and save the image. You can see that they ask for a link, but it isn't essential. And now I have my image. So now back to my website and load it in. Log into administration. Go to Photos and Images and add an image. There it is. And we'll give this a name of St Paul's. In terms of sizing, standard sizing is fine, so click Submit Image. And now we get to use the Design Customizer in the menu options on the left. You can see here that the standard image is the lady with the outstretched hands, but we can change that for our St Paul's image. I should point out that if there are images from your image library which are missing from this list, it's because that they are too small for the column width. You'll need to load larger images into the library. Also, some wide images look poor in the sidebar, and you may see warnings about this alongside their names. Okay, let's see how that looks. Scroll up and save changes, and exit to website. Great, we're off to a good start. I'll click back to go in quickly, and let's add the image of the treatment room now. So back to Photos and Images, add an image, choose File, and I have the treatment room photo in here. So let's select that and open it. Give that a description of treatment room. And we'll scroll down, and we want a different sizing this time. I want it to show the full width of the paragraph column. And as I'm on the Social ColorMax design, we'll use Social Max as the sizing setting. So let's submit that image. Back to Menu. And we will display it on the home page. Image name, treatment room, above the words. Scroll up and save changes, and let's see how that looks. Very good. But there's just one problem. The colors really aren't working. We have these natural stone colors in St Paul's and in the treatment room, and some vibrant hints of autumnal orange in the leaves on the tree. And then we have some sky blue, whereas our current color scheme is teal and green. So let's use the color scheme editor to make a custom color scheme. Hit back into the administration area, and now we will use the color scheme editor. We'll create a new color scheme. Now I'd like to use the neutral stone color as the main background color. So I click on the color I want to change, this teal. You can see on the right it is called the background color. The tick shows the color that is currently active, and I want to change that. Now, something like this brown perhaps is in the general area, but that's a little too vivid for my taste. Much too brown. I'm after something more classic and understated so that the accent colors stand out. So I click More, and now we have a range of hues based on the brown, and I can go way to the left of this box to desaturate the color and make it more neutral. That looks good. Say OK to that. Now for this active menu button that's currently green, I'd like to pick out the autumnal orange, as that indicates action. Click on that, and something like this orange, pretty close, but it's slightly too vivid for my taste. So I'll go across to the palette on the right and tone it down a little bit. Good. Okay. Subheadings are currently green, but I think I'd like to use that sky blue color. So let me see if that may be a little paler. Actually, that's not bad. I'll take that. The text color is pretty close, so let's leave that, but the clickable links, they need to change. I'll reuse the orange that's in my palette, but again, that's a little too vivid. We're using this in larger blocks, so we'd like something a little bit toned down. So I will desaturate that a little bit. Yes, there we go. Say OK. Finally, we have emphasized text, which is currently green. This EM code is a good one to use to consistently add some color to text you want to emphasize. In the old days, we'd use individual color settings, but that meant changing colors in dozens of places if you ever want to change the color of text throughout a website. Here we set the color of EM once and use it whenever we want that color. I think I'll take the blue color again, but I will darken it as the emphasized text is smaller than the subheadings and it might be hard to read if it's too faint. So I'll drag this to the right a little and make some slightly darker blue. Okay. Okay, let's save our changes and see how it looks. Exit to website. Much better. I hope you agree. Actually, there's one more thing. This green gift voucher graphic, it doesn't fit anymore. Let's change that. We'll go back, edit the sidebar, and you can see that gift voucher green is active. These are images that are included as standard with Web Healer websites. So let's swap that for gift voucher gray. Save changes, and we'll take another look. Perfect. I hope you found that helpful and that you're now raring to go and personalize your designs. Of course, if you have any questions, please get in touch with our support team, who will be only too happy to help you out.